Hey guys, Acute Jungle here. It's been quite a little while since I've done a tech video, hasn't it? The last one I did obviously was of the record player, the LP player, which just yeah, so nice. But anyway, right. If you're watching this, no doubt you're in the tech, you're probably in the gaming, and you know, you're maybe no stranger to upgrading things, right? Whether it's, you know, upgrading components of your PC, getting better keyboard, you know, cooler controllers, you know, all that type of stuff. But there's one thing that a lot of us tend to overlook at home, and that's our internet. You know, maybe you've got like a really good package and you've got super fast internet, you know, and that's great because, as we know, it helps. It helps for gaming, it helps for streaming on Twitch or Beam, helps for uploading things to YouTube. But it's just one problem. You might be lucky. Maybe your internet service provider gives you a really, you know, awesome hub, so to speak. I know mine doesn't, right? This is basically the box that we got, right? And, you know, it's like most home routers, right? It's a combi. This acts as a modem. It also acts as a wired switch or a hub. Well, hub is probably the better description. And then also it sends out the Wi-Fi signal. So if we just think about this for a minute, right? We know that the internet service provider has basically sent us the cheapest thing they could. So, you know, even if this thing's running at its best, it's really not that awesome. And let's just think about what it's trying to do, right? It's acting as a modem, okay? So it's got that connection to the DSL, you know, or whatever it is you use at home, and it's trying to, you know, maintain that, do a lot of work on that end. Then you've got the wired aspect, so like in our case, you know, it's hooked up to my PC, it's hooked up to my Xbox One, and it's hooked up to a smart Blu-ray player we've got. So it's taking care of those three devices, you know, and its network traffic with all three of those devices to the internet. But then it's also acting as a wireless hub. So between us, I mean, we've got, what, a laptop, 3 smartphones, 3 tablets, and also an Xbox 360 upstairs that connects wirelessly. So all of that stuff, all of that tech is going through this box. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. So I played around with the idea of trying to sort that, trying to fix it, trying to make it better. So I ended up getting a new router for the house. This is by no means an endorsement of the brand. Look, I'll even cover up the brand. See, there we go. So I'd got, let's try to get the glare out of the way. You know, basically a wireless dual band router here. Now, the plan was this was also supposed to act as the modem. Unfortunately, I screwed up and I had ended up getting one that uses a different protocol. What I should have got was a VDSL compliant one, and instead I got, what is this, an ADSL 2+. So oops, my bad. So instead of returning it and just getting a new one, I said, you know what, I'm actually going to set this up for the Wi-Fi in the house. So some key points here. The way that I've got things wired now is obviously the one that they sent, the one that the ISP does sends. All this is doing is acting as a modem, talking to the internet, and I hook up my wired devices to it, right? So that's its sole job. Then I have one of the wired LAN cables going to this new, you know, fancy Wi-Fi router, and yeah, it just makes sense to me, you know, because then that separate Wi-Fi router is what's, you know, actually taking care of all the wireless devices, and we've noticed a hell of a difference in the house. The actual modem that the ISP gave us runs a lot cooler. Before it did get quite warm to the touch. Now it certainly doesn't. Our signal is a hell of a lot more improved. To put this into perspective, you know, the new router, the way I've set it up, you know, it's just a wireless access point. That's all it does. You could try to, you know, cash in on the additional Ethernet ports as well, but we didn't need it, so, you know, I'm just using it solely for the Wi-Fi. And the big benefit is the one that ISP sent us is only 2.4 gigahertz and was quite prone to interference, you know, didn't have much of a range, whereas the new one is actually a dual band, and of course you can even get trial bands if you've got the money for that type of thing. And oh my god, it's amazing. You know, the 5 gigahertz band basically gives you up to 433 megabits per second. Obviously, we don't use that much. It's but theoretically, you can get a hell of a lot of speed there. The 5G is faster, but you don't get as much of a range as the 2.4. But this is the beauty. We're basically transmitting two separate wireless networks, one at 5G, one at 2.4. So depending on your device, what it's compatible with, you can connect to either network. And if you recall my Lynx Vision that I use to, play games remotely, it's made a hell of a difference on that. If I do a speed test from my Lynx Vision tablet, I am actually getting the same upload and download on that as I get from a wired device. There's no kind of, usually on Wi-Fi you'll get a bit of a drop or something that it won't operate to its full potential, but it certainly does. So it's just, it's amazing. I can't believe that I've put that off for so long. I really, really can't. Ideally, yes, it would have been better to have a combi modem, but you have to be cautious with this because it's not that easy to set up. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but you also have to check with your ISP. For example, if you use BT, it's part of their terms of service to actually use their hub, because you have to transmit the the BT, the open BT Wi-Fi stuff. That's part of your contract. But it's just something to think about. If you are still using the the router that they sent you, that's fine, use it by all means. But honestly, if you have a lot of Wi-Fi devices in the house, consider getting an extra one. Get like a separate router or a wireless access point of some kind. Turn off the Wi-Fi on the router they sent you, and then just use that aftermarket one for your Wi-Fi signal. And I've noticed a hell of a difference. It's been a really, really good upgrade, so to speak, for the entire home, for everything, for all of our hardware. And I just really, really regret not doing it sooner. Well, anyway, it's a short one, but I just wanted to pass along that info. Definitely give it a try. Look out there. There's a lot of good brands. You'll see that there's some that are aimed at the gamer market, and they look really cool, and they're extremely expensive. And honestly, you don't need something that expensive. There's a lot of trusted brands that are used in commercial settings that will do the business for you. So anyway, give it a try, have a look, see what you can find out there. And I honestly do recommend upgrading your in-home Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's a cute jungle. I'm out. You guys take it easy. If you like the video, like. If you don't like, dislike. And if you haven't subscribed already, what the hell's wrong with you? It's free. Do it. And that way you can keep up to date with channel notifications. Great. I'll catch you later. Take it easy, guys.